All right. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for plugging in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, which would be 6 p.m. Pacific. We have our Tuesday night call tonight. Hold on. This person's called me 3 times. She's trying to get on. Hello? Hello? Are you trying to get on the Zoom? Hello? Yes, are you trying to get on the team training? Okay, if you need to go to zoom.us is the website and then put in the phone number. Join meeting. Yep. 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 No problem. Bye-bye. Sorry, I know it's confusing the first little bit. Okay. Yay, Australia's in the house. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Okay, so what was I saying? It's Tuesday night, and we are here hanging out together, and it is the last week of the month. Tomorrow is the last day of the month, and we have got some crazy, awesome promotions going on throughout the entire team. Last week, we talked about rallying for month-end volume because you gotta know what you need, and you've gotta like fight for it till the fat lady sings. You know what I mean? Like you are never done working towards your promotion until midnight Central Time, the last day of the month. But I can tell you, we have already had some amazing promotions this month so far, and I am really excited to interview Lily. Barbara Bozer, she is on your team, and I know you've been working closely with her over the last few months. She earned, I'm assuming, a $20,000 Go Fast bonus or $10,000 Go Fast bonus.
She earned a $5,000.
5,000. Okay, so she got a Go bonus, which is awesome. So tell us a little bit about Lily, and then you can start the interview.
Yes. So hi, everyone. I'm Barbara Bozer from Las Vegas. And Lily, it's a funny story, and I know she's cringing right now about what I'm about to say, but about a little over a year ago, Lily found me online, and she was messaging with me. And she was the type of person that like would take forever to reply or not reply, and then ask the question and then like make you think she was going to sign up and then not sign up. So I told her the other night it was just hell recruiting her. And then on my birthday, May 1st, I drove to Sacramento from Los Angeles and met you, Denise, at that One Team, One Mission. And Lily was supposed to go because she lives in Sacramento, and I saved her a seat, and I was texting her. She's like, I'm on my way. I'll be right there. And I'm like, okay, cool. This girl's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Well, she never showed up. Like she completely left me hanging. So I was like, ugh, so bummed. I just thought this girl was going to be so good. So then she didn't reply to me at all. Like, total crickets for probably like a month. And then I was like, oh my God, what if like she got in an accident or something on the way to the Odom? You know, she was like 9 months pregnant too. So then I sent her a text and I just said, hey, you know, are you okay? Like, I'm worried about you. Like, I haven't heard from you or anything like that. And she responded. I'm like, oh my gosh. So she was like, yeah, I'm fine. So fast forward, she signed up July 12th. I didn't even realize she was going to sign up. She just did. And so here we are today. So she signed up July 12th and kind of was a bit of a slow starter, but I'm going to kind of turn it over to Lily and let her tell you her story. You know, Lily, you're such an inspiration. I mean, you're 21 years old. You are a stay-at-home mom. You have a 1-year-old boy. You're married. Your husband's very supportive. And you're just living the dream right now, and I'm just so proud of you. So please share with us your story before it works, kind of how you found it, what was going on when you stood me up that time, and, you know, walk us through how you got to this promotion today.
Okay, so I feel so bad for standing you up. So before it works, I was working in a collection agency as an 18-year-old. I was the youngest one there, And I was always looking at these people like, dang, I've yawned like 15 times already today. How are you guys going home to kids and like feeding them and stuff? Like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Are you guys exhausted? Like, I just didn't know how they did it. I did not know how they were going home and being wives and mothers and doing all that other stuff. So I already knew that I hated corporate America before I joined. When I was 19, I got pregnant, and it wasn't a choice. I had to work, so I worked at a truck company. Back up a little bit more. During the collection agency time, someone was selling wraps on my timeline, and I wanted the wraps. They were BOGO. She's like, it's $40 more to join. I'm like, okay. And I joined, and I didn't even know like what I joined. And so I ended up just canceling it. Like, I didn't do anything with it. I was like, well, I just wanted the wraps, really. Like, I just wanted the BOGO wraps. So anyways, fast forward, I got pregnant, and I started seeing a triple diamond on my timeline, and she had 2 kids. She was paying cash for a brand new house, and like, she was just like showing everything she was doing. I'm like, wow, that sounds awesome. Like, my husband and I had just ended this sales job that we were doing together, and it was all going really well, but unfortunately the boss, things just didn't work out. And so it sucked because we really liked being in sales. We're people, and it just sucked to have to go back to work. So I was there. Barbara was messaging me, and I just remembered this the other day. She messaged me one time while I was at work in the morning. She's like, hi, how are you? I was like, I'm fine, just sitting here thinking about how my next pregnancy, I'm not going to be at an office working. I'm going to be working from home. Like, I was one of those people, like, totally led her on, and then I would ignore her for a while. But it's crazy because now I am pregnant and I'm not working in an office. I'm working from home. So I totally called that to myself. I just put it out there and it came to me. But anyways, I worked there, and then I had my son after I stood Barbara up, and I was just like, we were a little bit in debt, and it was holding us back from moving out. So because my husband and I and my son were living with my dad, and my credit wasn't too good. So I needed a way to make money, and I just wasn't going back to work. Like, it just wasn't happening. My husband is making pretty good money for our age. He was making enough that it would cover the bills for us to move out, but it was just the credit score holding us back. So I joined It Works, and I was so excited. I had used some products before I joined. I just bought them off of a local girl here, and she was kind of upset that I didn't join her team, but I already knew I was joining Barbara because she promised me, I'm going to help you, and whatever. I told her I need somebody to be on me like every single day. Like, I might get discouraged sometimes, and I need you to pick me up when that happens. So I knew I was going to be joining Barbara. So anyways, I used the products, and I got amazing results. I used the wraps and the cleanse, and I lost like 7 pounds from the cleanse. I don't know. So it was awesome. So I joined with like a huge faith in the products, like huge. It was crazy. People were messaging me. I had one like hater message me, oh, you're doing It Works. Are you actually making money? I'm like, I just started. That's so rude to ask me that. Yeah, I'm making money. So anyways, I knew that that this was going to lead to something big, and my first goal was really diamond, but I did go ruby in the 3 months, and I got the $500 ruby bonus, and I used that to pay off credit card debt, and that bumped my credit score up, and we were able to move out like my 4th month with It Works. And when we moved out in December, and things kind of took a turn for the worse. My husband unexpectedly got let go from his job, and I was like, what are we going to do? We just moved out. You know, what are we going to do? We don't have a backup plan. We just moved out. Are you kidding me? And so he got let go December 20th, 5 days before Christmas. And the next paycheck that he was supposed to get, we were planning to use that for our son's Christmas presents. and that just couldn't happen. That paycheck had to go towards the following month's rent, and that was really hard. And luckily we have like really supportive family, and we didn't even tell them, but they bought a ton of presents for our son, so he didn't have a like blank Christmas. But that was hard, and I had to make a choice. Was I going to go back to work or keep doing It Works? And I just knew I had to do It Works. So I started some personal development for the first time, like geared towards network marketing. And I just put my head down and told Barbara, like, I have to do this. I have to make this work. I need to go diamond. And yeah, so here I am now, diamond.
So what did that look like when you started with your personal development? What are some of the first, what's like the first thing that you started, and, is it something that you do daily? And, since then, what books can you recommend, or videos or anything like that?
Yeah, so the first thing I did was look up Eric Worre on YouTube, and I started watching his network marketing series, basically, that he has. You can subscribe to it for free, and every single, like, Eric Worre, it's his last name is spelled Worre, and he just like blew my mind and gave me this huge, I already had the belief and faith in the company, but it just gave me like this whole new, I can't explain it. It was crazy when I first started listening to him. Basically, I subscribed to his YouTube channel, and still to this day I get emails of videos from him that are just like tips about anything. If you're feeling blocked, if you're feeling down, how to get to the next level, how to get over something, not worrying about whatever. But anyway, so he was super helpful, the YouTube channel. And then I got Audible, and I started listening to GoPro, and that's also by Eric Worre, and I listen to that like once a month. Every time I get in the car, I don't listen to music. I listen to a personal development book. And some people are like, well, the car, that's where I like do my thing, it's my music time. Are you serious? I'm like, no, you'll be just as pumped up from this book. I promise you. If you want to be successful in network marketing, hearing how to do it is going to pump you up. So don't worry about it. Just listen to the book while you're in the car. So that, and then Beach Money, I really like that. And I haven't branched out too much, because things have kind of moved quickly since December. I know that sounds like a long time, but like the weeks are just flying by. So those are the three things. And then, like every morning I go on Pinterest and look at personal development type pins, the little quotes and stuff like that, to be like, oh yeah, The Secret. I follow The Secret on Pinterest, and they always have good stuff.
So I noticed in your progression, your Facebook really started transitioning into posts that you were coming up with. And I was like, oh my God, that is an awesome post. Like, I'm going to copy that. Can you talk to us a little bit about, once you made the decision after Musar got laid off, and you just said, like, I have to do this. Then, what did you do to organize your day? And how are you able to be so consistent and find such great things to post, and have so much diversity? You're doing your lives, you're doing pictures of your family, and some great product and opportunity posts. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you did and how you kind of managed that process?
Yeah, so I had a lot of confidence at the time, because I was about 200 pounds and I gave birth to my son. And so after giving birth to him, and when I started really using the products correctly, I used them correctly, like from the beginning. I was all about it. I wanted to lose that weight. And I lost so much weight, and I got thinner than I'd ever been before. And I was just like really feeling myself. So a lot of my posts were just like, I'm sitting here talking with my husband or something, and he's really motivational. Like, whenever, I'm not going to lie, we all have those moments when we're like, why am I doing this? Or am I going to even be able to, like, I've only enrolled 2 people this month. I still have 15 days left, but I've already done 15 days of hardly anything, but times like that, he will be like, I don't even know what he says, but it's like perfect. So then I start thinking about posts and they just come to me, and I just got over the fact of like fear, just post whatever you want and be really passionate about it. I mean, people like passion and they can tell when you copy and paste. But also I do get a lot of inspiration for my posts from Ambassador Diamonds. Like every single day I go to, I have my specific people that I feel like I can relate to and I really like. So I go to their profile and I just copy and paste their thing and I put it in my notes, whatever their posts are. And I'll try to mix it up a little bit. But sometimes if it's just like a really simple basic post, I'll just use that. If it's something more personal about them, but I feel like I can relate to it, I just change it up to fit my life a little bit more. And then I took the advice, the 3 posts, doing a personal post, a product post, and a business post every day. So I'm always posting something about a product or whatever before and after. I'm always making sure people know the opportunity is available to everybody. And then I post what I'm doing, and sometimes it's not about it works, or a lot of times though I'll post what I'm doing and post like an enrollment photo with that, or tell people like, oh man, I talked to this like awesome girl today, she's ready to whatever. So I'm just always I'm trying to make people fall in love with the lifestyle that I'm living, because that's kind of how I got so interested. I fell in love with the thought of never having to go to work and being able to be home and do whatever I want, because I'm definitely a homebody.
Awesome. And then can you tell us a little bit, because you've done parties and stuff too, like it's not, you haven't just done Facebook, but I think that you're more comfortable on Facebook. Were you nervous to do your first party? Like, how did you branch out into that?
I don't know what it is about me. So I did a lot of vendor events, and I went in really confident, and I had like a whole bunch of stuff, but maybe I don't know. Nothing happened at those events. I got a few leads. It was fine. It was fun to get myself out there and get the products out there. Who knows, something still might happen from that. Like I might friend request somebody that I saw at a vendor event, who knows. But when I launched one of my first distributors parties, she was like really nervous about making her money back. And I told her in the beginning, we're going to make it back. Like, don't worry, we're going to have a party. It's going to be awesome. Invite everybody. And I'm going to invite people too, because she lived in the area where I used to live. And so we invited like 12 people, and one person showed up, but she sold all of her wraps to that girl. And we wrapped like her mom and someone else for free with my wraps, which is nice of me. But no, it was fun. Like I really, really liked it. And I'm like, oh, let me launch everybody's business. But for some reason, I feel nervous on the way. And then once I start talking, it's like totally fine. But I really do enjoy promoting on Facebook, because I'm not a scheduled person. Like I don't have my son on a schedule. I'm just totally like, just go with the flow, do my thing, whatever. I don't have like a certain time where I sit down to follow up with people, or sit down to check my messages. I just kind of like do it all whenever I can get to it. And that's just what works for me.
Well, I felt like during that time, your mindset was like, I don't care what I have to do, I'm going to do this. And when you told me you were like doing events and parties, I was like, whoa, that's like really out of her comfort zone. And I was really, that shows that, you're not going to let your own self like get in your way of that. So before we kind of end, and then I want to give Denise some time to, what, like every day, so you don't have a schedule, that there's got to be things that you do every day to build your business. And you're not only, you're like a mass recruiter, like how many, like you signed up probably like 10 or 15 customers this month. And I don't know, you're just always like popping up in my, so that doesn't happen without a lot of work. So what are some things that you do like every single day, no matter what, even if you're busy with everything, you always find a time. What do we have to do every single day in order to keep promoting and rank?
Post every single day. That's something I've never gone a day without posting since I joined. And that was something that was really hard for me because when we were struggling financially and I was, it's hard having a baby. I didn't struggle with postpartum depression, I wouldn't say, but I definitely had my personal issues and self-confidence issues, and I had a lot of issues, and I had a lot of arguments with my husband, and I had to really tell myself, okay, you're mad right now. Don't post about how you're feeling. Post about your business. Don't ignore it either. Don't just not post anything. You need to post something. Nobody has to know that you're having a bad day. And when we were struggling really financially, really struggling while during the holidays, that was hard because I was already in the habit of posting daily and stuff like that. But at that time, I had to fake it till I made it, and I mean that in a way of I had to have the confidence that this was gonna work. I wasn't gonna tell people, oh my gosh, I'm broke, and they're like, well, why are you telling us to join your team to come make some extra money? I was telling them small, simple things. I was just being really real. I just bought my son his first pair of shoes that I've ever personally bought him. My mother-in-law didn't have to buy these. And I was making it relatable for people in my age group or just my main audience. I feel that's on my Facebook. But yeah, posting every single day. I post every day. I do engagement. So I do 15 minutes or not. I do a lot more than 15 minutes, but if at the very least 15 minutes of just scrolling through my newsfeed, commenting cute shoes, oh, I like your hair, or cute couple, or whatever I say. That's what I call my engagement posting. I message people, anyone who likes or comments on my posts. And then if I'm not getting likes and comments, which I didn't in the very beginning, I would reach out to people. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. I was wondering if you would be a model for my product. You don't have to pay full price. And you're like, oh, okay, what is it? I think you would really like what I do. I was just wondering if you want information on making money from your phone. I just try and keep it simple, not do too much. In the beginning, I would actually send them way too much information and they wouldn't even respond to me. But I've learned how to fix that. And then I follow up with my loyal customers. Now that they have so many, I'm always following up with them, seeing how they're liking the products, asking them for before and afters, seeing if I can recommend something else.
Awesome. Those are great tips. Denise, we just have a few minutes left. I'm sorry. Let me turn it over to you, and I'm sure you have.
Okay, no big deal. Lily, oh my gosh, I love your story. I love your story. And it just goes to show you guys that once you make the decision, game on. And not only did she make the decision, but she poured into herself, because negativity is that's the easy route. The hard route is to keep yourself filled, full, and focused. And she chose to do that by pouring into herself with personal development daily. Daily. They say just like a bath, you need to do it daily, right? So she put her mind on the things that she wanted, even if she didn't see it yet. Which means you need to know what you want. We've talked about that a lot last year. You need to know what you want, right? Lily knew what she wanted. And even if that wasn't her current reality, she spoke like it was. She acted like it was. She decided that this was. And she made that movement until it was reality. I am so stinking proud of you, because there are 60, 70-year-olds who've never learned that they truly have the ability to design their own life. Number one, deciding what you want, and then creating that own personal momentum. And it is mindset, but then it certainly is action too. You've got to be that consistent action. So one last question for you. Tell me the month of promotion. Did you know you were going diamond this month? What did you do differently this month versus last month? Did you feel like you might not make it? Did you want to give up? We've got about 2 minutes left before Barbara and I have to jump on another call. So tell us about your promotion month.
Promotion month was crazy. I was Ruby at the beginning of this month, and I was like totally skipping straight over Emerald like I have been forever, and just like trying to go for Diamond. And then I realized like, hey, maybe I should chart for Emerald, because why not? So I started charting for Emerald, and last Thursday, Barbara and I got on a video chat, and Emerald was basically like the deal was sold. We just needed, I just needed one more leg to be filled, up to 400, and that leg was really almost 400. And Barbara at the end of the chat was like, okay, I feel like we need to do it. We need to get you to Diamond. So let's do that by Sunday. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm down. I've been wanting to go Diamond anyways. So I had almost given up on Diamond for the first time since I joined, and it wasn't like a give up. It was just like, okay, let me go Emerald first. But we did it, and it was hard, and I was messaging people. I was messaging like 40 to 50 people a day, which is probably what I should have been doing every day anyways, and what I'm gonna do from now on. But I was so tired, and I would just drink an energy and like stay up even longer. My husband, probably his least favorite part of all this is like I didn't give him a head rub at nighttime or in the middle of the night. I would wake up, and instead of doing that, I would like check my phone and then come out on the couch and sit out here in the living room and be on my phone building my business.
Yeah, most people don't skate into Diamond. That's true. You decide what you want and you work towards it, and then you do that little bit of extra every single day to make it happen. Now, when you get to Diamond, a few things unlock, you guys. This is huge. She gets a 2% raise on her entire group volume. Woohoo! And then she's unlocked the leadership level bonus, the $80 leadership level bonus. So now, because she has unlocked these things, anytime she signs up a new distributor, she's not only going to earn the $100, but also the 80 throughout the depth of that team. So her check is going to go up this month, certainly because she just hit Diamond, but it's going to go up exponentially when she continues to work over the next 3, 6 months, year, you know what I mean? Because she's going to get those leadership level bonuses too. So I just want you guys to know and understand and really have that brain cell that Diamond matters. Diamond absolutely matters. So congratulations, not only on your Go bonus, but on unlocking the compensation plan, creating momentum within your team, and showing your team that it's possible. Because most people need a way to follow a path, and Lily, they're following you because you're showing them that it's something that they can do as well. So big congratulations, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Yay! This is just the first of many times we'll get to interview you, I'm sure, my dear. And you are now officially unemployable. Once you have this much success so young, I'm like, who can go back to a job? So if you have any other tips or thoughts, please post them in the chat group to Lily, and Lily post them on Barbara's team page, and she can spread them throughout the rest of the team if there's anything that you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to say this.
Okay.
But everybody go to Lily's page and love on her. This is a team sport, so if you can show her some love and her aha moments from tonight on her page, that would be awesome. We'll get the recording up and available sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. And just so you know, the month is not over. You still have more than 24 hours to continue to rally for volume. Can you message 40 to 50 people in the next 24 hours? And what will your business look like if you do? All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. See you later.